Hello everyone and welcome back to our channel. Today, we have a fascinating research topic to discuss. Examine the influence of the Sikh diaspora in shaping global perceptions of the India-Canada dispute and its potential role in mediating the conflict. But before we delve into the details, let's understand why this research is important. Importance of the research topic. This research topic holds significance as it unravels the often overlooked role of diaspora communities in shaping global perceptions and potentially mediating conflicts. Understanding the influence of the Sikh diaspora in the India-Canada dispute not only contributes to scholarly discussions but also has practical implications for policymakers seeking innovative approaches. Investigating the Sikh diaspora's impact on global perceptions offers a unique lens through which we can comprehend the evolving nature of international conflicts. Real-world examples. In the realm of global perceptions, consider the 1984 Operation Blue Star, which occurred in India. The Sikh diaspora, particularly in countries like Canada and the UK, played a crucial role in shaping the narrative around this event. Their efforts in raising awareness about the operation and advocating for justice not only influenced how the international community perceived India but also impacted diplomatic relations between India and these nations. Another pertinent example lies in the response of the Sikh diaspora to the 2018 Atwal controversy during Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau's India visit. The controversy, involving a convicted Sikh extremist invited to an official Canadian event in India, ignited discussions globally. The Sikh diaspora's engagement through media, lobbying, and diplomatic channels significantly affected how the incident was perceived internationally, showcasing the real-world relevance of this research topic. Chapter 1 Introduction. Chapter 1 typically includes an introduction to the research problem, its significance, and the context in which it arises, followed by the formulation of research questions and objectives, as well as a rationale for conducting the study. Additionally, it often provides an overview of the research structure, outlining the subsequent chapter's content and organization. In Chapter 1, we lay the foundation for our research. Research problem. A research problem is the question or issue that the study seeks to address. In our case, the research problem could be: how does the Sikh diaspora influence global perceptions of the India-Canada dispute? Research significance. Research significance answers why the study matters. For example, understanding this influence can shed light on the role of diasporas in international conflict resolution. Research questions. Here are 3 sample research questions. How has the Sikh diaspora's engagement influenced global media coverage of the India-Canada dispute? To what extent does the Sikh diaspora impact diplomatic relations between India and Canada? What strategies can be employed to harness the Sikh diaspora's potential for conflict mediation? Research objectives. 3 sample research objectives could be: to analyze media narratives regarding the India-Canada dispute and the Sikh diaspora's representation. To examine the diplomatic interactions involving the Sikh diaspora and their implications. To propose recommendations for utilizing the Sikh diaspora's influence in conflict mediation. Research rationale. The research rationale explains why your study is needed. For example, understanding this influence is critical as it may lead to more effective conflict resolution strategies in the future. Chapter 2 Literature Review. Chapter 2, the Literature Review, encompasses an in-depth exploration of existing academic literature and research related to the chosen research topic. It includes a synthesis of key theories, models, and previous findings, highlighting the gaps in current knowledge that the research aims to address. Suitable subtopics for this research could include: Sikh diaspora history and its role in global affairs, the India-Canada dispute and its global implications, theoretical frameworks for analyzing diaspora influence. Some theories, models could include: social identity theory. This theory explains how diasporas form strong group identities. Mediation models explore how third parties can facilitate conflict resolution. Literature gap. Identifying a literature gap involves finding areas where previous research is lacking. For instance, a literature gap here could be a lack of studies focusing on the Sikh diaspora's role in the India-Canada dispute. Chapter 3 Methodology. Chapter 3, the methodology chapter, outlines the specific research methods and approaches used to collect and analyze data for the study. It includes details on the conceptual framework, research philosophy, approach, strategy, data analysis methods, ethical considerations, and the delineation of research limitations and delimitations. Conceptual framework. For instance, you could have three independent variables: Sikh diaspora engagement, media portrayal, and diplomatic interactions, with the dependent variable being global perceptions of the India-Canada dispute. Research philosophy. Pragmatism could be suitable, as it allows for a mixed methods approach to understand the complex issue. Research approach. An inductive approach might be suitable as it allows for exploring the influence of the Sikh diaspora without predefined assumptions. Research strategy. A case study strategy could work well, focusing on specific instances of the Sikh diaspora's influence. Data analysis. Choose between quantitative or qualitative analysis based on your data. For quantitative, a sample size of 300 surveys may be appropriate. For qualitative, 20 in-depth interviews. Ethical considerations. Ensure informed consent and privacy protection. For example, ensure that interviewees' identities are anonymized. Limitations and delimitations. Acknowledge potential constraints like time and resource limitations, and specify the scope of your study. Chapter 4, Data Analysis. Chapter 4, the Data Analysis chapter, presents the findings of the research based on the chosen methodology. It includes the analysis and interpretation of collected data, often using statistical or qualitative methods, and provides insights into how the research questions were answered and the research objectives were achieved. If it's quantitative, analyze data using statistical methods like regression analysis. For instance, analyze survey responses to identify trends in perceptions. If it's qualitative, use thematic analysis. For example, analyze interview transcripts to identify recurring themes related to the Sikh diaspora's influence. Chapter 5, Conclusion. Now, let's talk about Chapter 5, Conclusion. In this chapter, summarize your findings, discuss their implications, and relate them back to your research questions and objectives. The conclusion provides closure to your study. CHAPPTER 6 Recommendations. Provide practical suggestions based on your research findings. For instance, recommend ways for governments to engage with the Sikh diaspora for conflict mediation. Suggestions for future research. Lastly, consider future research. Suggestions could include exploring the influence of other diasporas in global conflicts or conducting a comparative study of diaspora communities. That wraps up our discussion on this intriguing research topic. Remember to like, subscribe, and comment with your thoughts. Thanks for joining us, and stay curious.